Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining me as we explore a topic that touches every single one of us, whether we realize it or not. Mental health. When we think about health, we often focus on the physical, things like eating well, getting enough exercise, or recovering from injuries and illnesses. We know how important it is to look after our bodies, and we're taught from a young age to pay attention to physical symptoms. But mental health is just as vital, even if it's not always as visible. It's about our emotional, psychological, and social well-being, how we feel inside, how we process our thoughts, and how we relate to the world and people around us. Mental health shapes how we think, feel, and act every single day. It influences the decisions we make, the way we handle stress, and how we connect with others. Good mental health means being able to cope with life's challenges, manage stress, build strong relationships, and make choices, big or small, with confidence and clarity. It's not about being happy all the time, or never feeling sad or anxious. Instead, it's about having the resilience to face life's ups and downs, and the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Mental health is dynamic, always changing, and it needs regular care and attention, just like our bodies do. Taking time for self-care, reflection, and relaxation can make a big difference. It exists on a spectrum, from thriving and feeling your best to struggling and needing support. Most of us move along this spectrum at different points in our lives, and that's completely normal. Everyday challenges like stress at work, conflict with loved ones, or even just a few nights of poor sleep can nudge our mental health in either direction. Sometimes, it's the little things that add up over time. The goal isn't perfect happiness or never having a bad day. It's about building skills, finding support, and learning healthy ways to cope so we can stay as healthy as possible, mentally and emotionally. Just as we check in with a doctor for our bodies, we should regularly check in with ourselves about our mental state. It's okay to ask for help, and it's a sign of strength to reach out when you need it. Ignoring persistent sadness, anxiety, or stress is like ignoring a physical pain. It only gets worse if left unaddressed. Early support can make a world of difference. Taking care of our minds is one of the best investments we can make in our lives. When we nurture our mental health, we're better equipped to enjoy life, connect with others, and face whatever comes our way. So what's the difference between just having a bad day and actually experiencing a mental illness? It's a question many people wonder about, especially when life gets tough or overwhelming. Everyone feels down, stressed, or anxious from time to time. That's a normal part of being human. Bad days happen to all of us, and usually with a little time or support, we bounce back and feel better. Mental illness, though, is different. It's a real health condition that causes lasting changes in mood, thinking, or behavior. These changes don't just go away after a good night's sleep or a fun weekend. It's not just a passing feeling, it disrupts daily life, making it hard to do things you once enjoyed or even manage everyday tasks. Think of it like a sore leg. If the pain doesn't heal after a while, you'd see a doctor. You wouldn't ignore it or expect it to just disappear on its own. The same goes for persistent sadness, anxiety, or other mental health symptoms. If these feelings stick around and start to affect your life, it's important to reach out for help. Mental illness isn't a weakness or a character flaw. It's a medical condition, just like diabetes or asthma. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, background, or lifestyle. Talking openly about mental health breaks down stigma and helps people feel less alone. It encourages those who are struggling to seek support without fear or shame. When we understand what mental illness really is, we can better support our friends, family, and colleagues. We become more patient, more empathetic, and more willing to listen. Just as we'd help someone with a broken arm or a physical injury, we can support those who are struggling mentally. A kind word, a listening ear, or simply being there can make a huge difference. Open conversations encourage people to get help and help us all be more compassionate. They remind us that we're not alone and that healing is possible with the right support. Understanding leads to compassion, and compassion helps people heal. When we show empathy and care, we help break the cycle of silence and isolation. Let's work together to create a community where it's safe to ask for help, where everyone feels supported, and where mental health is treated with the same importance as physical health. Mental illnesses come in many forms, each with unique challenges. Depression is more than feeling sad. It's a persistent low mood and loss of interest that affects daily life. Anxiety disorders involve excessive, uncontrollable worry or fear that interferes with normal activities. Conditions like schizophrenia affect perception of reality, causing hallucinations or delusions. Bipolar disorder brings extreme mood swings, while eating disorders involve unhealthy relationships with food. PTSD can develop after trauma. Mental illness is a broad term, covering many experiences. Understanding these differences helps us offer the right support. What causes mental illness? It's rarely just one thing. Genetics play a role. Family history can increase risk, but it's not a guarantee. Life experiences, especially trauma or chronic stress, can have a lasting impact. Our environment matters too. Supportive relationships and community help protect us, while isolation or discrimination can harm us. Biological factors like brain chemistry imbalances also contribute. Substance abuse, brain injury, or poor nutrition can increase risk. It's the mix of genetics, experiences, environment, and biology that shapes our mental health. No single factor tells the whole story. Understanding this helps us approach mental health with empathy. Spotting the signs of mental illness is key to getting help. Look for lasting changes in mood, sadness, irritability, or extreme mood swings. Loss of interest in things you once enjoyed is a major red flag. Watch for excessive worry, trouble concentrating, or unusual thoughts. Behavioral changes like withdrawing from friends, changes in sleep or eating, or neglecting responsibilities are common. Substance abuse can be a sign someone's struggling. Physical symptoms like unexplained aches, fatigue, or a racing heart often go hand in hand with mental distress. If these signs persist and disrupt daily life, it's time to reach out. Early recognition makes a big difference. Don't ignore the signs. Support is available. Reaching out is the first step to feeling better. While we can't always prevent mental illness, we can take meaningful steps to build resilience and strengthen our mental well-being. Prevention isn't about eliminating every challenge, but about preparing ourselves to face life's ups and downs with greater confidence and stability. Taking care of our physical health is crucial. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and enough sleep all support our minds. When we move our bodies, nourish ourselves with wholesome foods, and prioritize rest, we're giving our brains the best chance to function well and recover from stress. Even a daily walk can boost mood and reduce stress. Spending time outdoors, breathing fresh air, and noticing the world around us can help us feel more grounded and present. Social connections matter. Spend time with friends and family and be part of a community. Sharing experiences, laughter, and support with others helps us feel less alone and more understood. Loneliness increases risk, so reach out and connect. Even a simple message or call can make a difference, reminding us that we're valued and cared for. Develop healthy coping strategies for stress, like mindfulness, meditation, or spending time in nature. These practices help us manage difficult emotions and find calm in the midst of chaos. Hobbies and creative outlets provide a sense of purpose and relaxation. Whether it's painting, music, or gardening, doing what you love can be a powerful way to recharge and express yourself. Learn to set boundaries and say no when needed. Protecting your time and energy is essential for maintaining balance and preventing burnout. Small, consistent habits make a big difference. Over time, these routines become the building blocks of a healthier, more resilient mind. Prevention isn't about avoiding all problems, but about being prepared to handle them. When challenges arise, you'll have the tools and support to cope more effectively. Invest in your mental health every day. Make time for self-reflection, gratitude, and learning new ways to care for your mind. The stronger your foundation, the better you'll weather life's storms. Support from loved ones, healthy habits, and self-awareness all help you stay steady when things get tough. Take proactive steps to protect your well-being. Every small action adds up, helping you build a life that supports your mental health now and in the future. If you're struggling, remember, help is available and treatment works. Reaching out is a sign of strength. Treatment is often a mix of approaches, tailored to each person. Medication can help manage symptoms by balancing brain chemistry, but should always be prescribed by a professional. Psychotherapy or talk therapy is another cornerstone, working with a therapist to understand and manage your thoughts and feelings. Support groups and lifestyle changes like better diet and exercise can also help. Alternative therapies like mindfulness or art may be beneficial for some. The key is a holistic plan that addresses mind, body, and spirit. Work with a healthcare provider to find what works for you. Recovery is possible with the right support. Let's look closer at psychotherapy. Talking to a therapist can feel daunting, but it's a powerful tool for healing. Therapists act as guides, helping you set goals and find solutions. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, teaches you to change unhelpful thought patterns to improve how you feel and act. Psychodynamic therapy explores how past experiences shape your present, helping you resolve deep-seated issues. Other therapies like DBT or interpersonal therapy focus on managing emotions or improving relationships. The most important thing is finding a therapist and approach that fit you. It's okay to try a few before you find the right match. A good therapeutic relationship can be life-changing. Therapy gives you skills and confidence to face life's challenges. As we wrap up, remember, if you're struggling, you're not alone. Millions face mental health challenges, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. The bravest step is reaching out. Talk to someone you trust, see your GP, or call a helpline. Recovery isn't always smooth, but every small step forward counts. Be patient and kind to yourself. Celebrate your progress no matter how small. Your mental health matters as much as your physical health. If you're supporting someone, listen without judgment. You don't need all the answers. Just be there. Encourage professional help and offer practical support. Educate yourself about their condition to better understand. Building a mentally healthy community takes all of us. Let's keep talking, listening, and supporting each other. Together we can create a kinder, healthier world.